What is up, you guys? It is Jay the Great, and welcome back to yet another reaction today. That's right. I've been gone, for a few days. Just enjoying the holidays and, just taking some time for myself. I think that's important for all of us. But, we're a few days into the new decade, as I said in my last reaction video, and we got quite a special treat. We don't really get many of these days for some reason. This is Conor McGregor talking about Cerrone fighting at 170 and future opponents, and it is trending because when Conor talks, the truth is people want to listen, and that's what we're gonna do today. But yeah, man. Before we get into this, McGregor fights in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now. It's Sunday. I'm excited to see what he has in store, what he has to say here. I'll give you my thoughts after. I don't want to ramble, and I know we all want to get to this. So let's not waste any more time. I love all y'all. Screen. If you're new, please subscribe and leave a like if you enjoy. Let's get straight into it.
Conor McGregor, thanks for joining the Mac Life. I think the first question we start off with is how and why Donald Cerrone?
I mean, me and Donald have had a history for a while, right? And I did say I'd fight him. If you look at the list of call-outs or the people that I've engaged with, Donald was probably one of the first ones. So he's first on the list, and that's it. And I'll get to every single one of them also.
Why exactly is this fight at 170 pounds? I mean, there's a lot been said about it. It raised a few eyebrows when it was announced. Why, in your opinion, is this at 170?
Well, first of all, it's what I weigh right now. You know what I mean? So, what's the lightweight title fight on? Is April, is it? April or March? So why cut weight to that, and then likely something will happen there, so I'll be ready to slot in for that bout. So, I'll just have a fight. A good solid camp at 170 with no weight cut. A good fight. I know Donald's a good fighter. Great records. Most knockdowns, most head kicks. Most fights, most rounds. He's got a lot of UFC records under his belt. So I'll get a great camp, a great fight, and then it'll take me into the year. I'm looking at this as a season. So this is the beginning of the season. Donald was the first one that I agreed to have a bout with, and here we are.
All right, so there's a lot in that just minute alone that he said. He said they asked him why he's fighting at 170, right? And he said, because that's where I'm at right now. That's a good thing, right? He doesn't have to cut weight. But here's the thing. Donald, I'm sure, weighs more than 170. He walks around more than that. So the advantage is he doesn't have to cut weight. But Donald's going to come in there bigger. He's going to be bigger. It's kind of a weight. Here's the thing is, Donald will be bigger than, I am sure of that. He'll weigh more. But he'll be drained from the weight cut. He won't. So there's that. So kind of like, Donald's a bigger man. He doesn't have to drain. And then he talked about the one in April. He's talking about the Khabib and Ferguson in April. He's saying he's ready to step in if someone messes up, because the fight's been scheduled 4 other times. This is the 5th time. And it's either been Khabib not making weight or Ferguson when he tore his knee up. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to try not to pause it for a while now. I just wanted to give you guys some, some
When you and him had that back and forth at the press conference a few years ago, do you think he's a different fighter now than he was then, or has he just maintained the same style and the same sort of energy?
I mean, a lot has happened since that time, right? I was only the interim featherweight champion. So he's gone on and had some great fights. I've gone on and done what I've done, obviously. So a lot has changed. Skill-wise, he's probably remained the same, I'd say. So I look forward to tonight. I'm very well prepared. My team has been phenomenal in this camp. I can't thank my people, the people that are close to me enough. And I just feel good to be in this spot that I'm in. I don't have to worry about the weight cut. I can focus on my skills, focus on my endurance, focus on my strength, and build myself, you know what I mean? Build myself back up. That's what allowed me to achieve the things I achieved. The dual weight championship, it was consistency, consecutive bouts, back to back. So that's what I'm looking to replicate again.
We'll get onto the lightweight title fight in a minute. But I think when 170 was announced, everyone is linking you to Jorge Masvidal. I mean, his rise this year has been pretty crazy. Dana White says that is a fight you're interested in. Is it a fight you're interested in?
Yeah, I'd face Jorge. I'm not going to 170 just for Jorge. You know, he hasn't got really anything. I wasn't really that happy with how that bad motherfucker thing ended. I think it's unfinished. In my opinion, that bout is unfinished. It was only getting into a good bout, I believe. So we were robbed of rounds 4 and 5 in that bout. But I like that welterweight bout. I like that the welterweight title fight that was on the weekend. I like the look of that. I like the look of Kamaru Usman. I like the look of Colby. I'm open to it all at 170.
Where do you see openings in them? Because I think people look at that title fight and they think,
I'm
oh, wow,
definitely
these
speak on this
great
after this is
strikers, these
over.
cardio machines. Where do you see their
really
weaknesses?
break
You know,
yourself down.
a lot of people forget about my
No.
skill base. You know, so
I'm gonna
I'm
finish.
going to go in there and remind them. I don't feel these people are on my level when I am committed. I have not been committed in a while. Up until about a year ago, you know, I started really committing myself, and I look forward to going back and showcasing my skills to the people.
So the idea is to get through Cowboy in January, stay fit, stay ready, as you like to say, and then jump into that Tony Khabib fight if something happens. Why exactly do you think something's going to happen to stop that fight?
You know the way they are. It's happened multiple times, right? Scheduled 4 times in a row. Now this is the 5th. For me, I'm back in my old frame of mind. I just want consistency. I want competition. It's what I love to do. You know, to be in that healthy state of mind and in my body also. So that's it. Whoever, wherever. I had a little game plan, right? I was coming back for the season. Frankie was another one. He was very respectful. I wanted to compete against him. There was reasons and that. But really, the UFC were coming back at me and saying this and saying that. So I put it in the UFC's hands. I do not care. I am back. I am back to who I am. And I look forward to going in and showcasing it on January 18th. And whoever's after that, again, it does not matter. I'll be ready. This is the beginning of my 2020 season.
We've seen over the past few years you'll have a fight and then either politics with the UFC or whatever stuff else will keep you out of the octagon for a prolonged period of time. Is that what you're just, I'm not doing that this
You know,
time?
people always say to me, don't get involved in politics. So I've taken a back step from that. I don't care, man. The disrespect I've received from many in the business and sometimes it's caused me to react. I've reacted to disrespect and no more. I am focused on myself, in a belief in myself, and I'm back to who I am, and I look forward to going in and showcasing it again. I am pumped. I'm ready to go.
When you were coming up, even as a younger fighter, I remember you saying it's never the opponent, they're just a shape you meet on fight night. Is that where we are again now?
Yeah, I have many shapes, you know, many styles that I'm assessing from afar, but they're all just blank faces.
So with this new sort of inner look and the new journey is focused on yourself, do titles still motivate you? Do you still want to make...
Course.
Yeah, is that what you're looking for?
Of course, yes, most certainly. Gold, and I'd say silverware because that bad motherfucker belt is a silver one. It's not the best looking belt, right? Well, I don't really care about that, to be honest. I want the gold. I'm after the gold. 155, 170, and they're the belts I am chasing now.
I know you don't want to talk about opponents and names so much, but I will say one last one is Justin Gaethje. Recently, you even tweeted "lol at Gaethje."
Yeah.
He's been very vocal about how this idea of...
All right, so I gave it a good 4 minutes. I'm gonna pause it maybe one more time to this, but let's see what he said here. He said, "2020 is my season. I'm gonna try to fight consistently this year. The reason I didn't do so good against Khabib, I wasn't consistent." I mean, he is okay. I don't like them. I'm being honest. I don't like him. I think he's kind of let himself go mentally. He's kind of gone off the rails, you know, with the old man situation, hitting an old man stuff. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt. That is a fair assessment. He's only fought once since Nate Diaz or Eddie Alvarez, whatever the last fight was. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But the thing is, you gotta deliver. What you gotta do, you gotta deliver, and show us that you're still the man. And our only assessment we can make is him against Nate Diaz at 170, right? He barely beat him. I believe this. If I'm not mistaken, the second one was at 170. If I'm mistaken, I apologize, but I'm gonna assume that's right. He couldn't knock him out. He dropped him several times. Couldn't knock him out. Couldn't really hurt him. He hurt him. He dropped him. Jorge, on the other hand, just butchered him. He couldn't do that. Not to the extent Jorge did in the round, actually. So to me, his power doesn't transfer to that weight class, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he butchers Cowboy, maybe knocks him out. But that's my opinion as of this moment. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt. I do believe he just wasn't taking it as seriously as the Aldo days when he was fighting Aldo and taking out all the featherweights. But let's continue. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, but I'm also gonna give my opinion. So
he's on the list.
Yeah,
he is on the list. Like maybe I will face him next. Maybe I'll face him next.
He's talking about Justin Gaethje now, by the way.
I mean, I laugh at El Justin. He's bleeding. He's a funny guy. He's been taking it very to heart, and I know the feeling when you do that. So maybe Justin will be. Maybe I'll get through Donald and I'll have a quick turnaround against Justin. So maybe that's what happened. But Justin is on the list, no doubt.
In an interview earlier this year with Ariel Helwani, you said that this was about retribution for you. This is about redemption. Of course, mate.
Getting some water?
And
Alright.
I must say, as a
Looks like you
179,
just
you're
worked
looking a
out,
lot
so.
bigger, you know,
Thank
frames
you.
growing.
I've been putting in the work, focused work, committed, and that's it, man. You know, you're not touching me then. No one is touching me. You've no idea. Like that last camp was horrendous, you know. And I have no one to blame but myself. And I did blame myself, and I made the corrections.
I'm assuming he's talking about the
And
Khabib
thank you, a
camp.
strong
The
team
fight for
behind me that are
Khabib.
pushing me
The camp for
and
Khabib,
guiding
excuse
me
me.
the right way. And I'm guiding myself is the main thing, you know. I'm listening to myself and I'm doing my work that I need to do, that I know I need to do. Fighting's always close to my mind now. And I know I've got many businesses and these type of things that are thriving at the minute, but fighting is my bread and butter, and that's what I'm focused on.
Is the desire to rematch Khabib because of your animosity towards him, or because you know you could have done better?
No, I'm just having fun with it all now. He is trembling. That man is trembling. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. You know, you get it, and he's trying not to lose it again. So
all these comments about, oh, he needs to win 10 fights and stuff like that, you're not buying
I
them.
just smell shit. That's all it is. He's afraid, and that's it. But everyone wants it. The boss wants it. Dana wants it. We all want it. So he can run, but he cannot hide. So I look forward to it.
So,
I mean, in my mind, round one, I won round one. I outstruck him 3-1. Okay, he had position on the map, but I outstruck him 3-1. What did he do in that first round? Second round, look at the lackadaisy approach I had to him. He was just running around the outside of the cage, and he caught that lucky shot and had a great second round. What happened after that? I win the third round. Even the opening exchanges in the fourth round, I was winning the fourth round up until that trip. And that was after a horrendous camp where I was so disrespectful to the people that believe in me, disrespectful to my team with my lack of commitment, and I still went out and done that. So, and then I also landed the final blow on the night on his blood brother and his cousin. So we're happy with it, and it will come back to him. He can, like I said, he can run, but he cannot hide.
so not over.
No, far from it.
Back to this arc of redemption for you in 2020. If we finish the year, you fight 3 times, what are we looking at into 2021? Where is Conor McGregor at the end of 2020?
Right where I am right now, on top. You know, that's it. I look forward to getting that competition under my belt, get that sharpness back. You know, and I'm going to put on a beautiful display on January 18th, get my fans excited, and get the forgetful MMA industry. It's such a forgetful game, you know. One guy can have a win or 2 wins, and then they're on top of the world, and then a guy can have a loss, and he's the bottom. So, but I'm going to remind everyone, and then continue to climb, continue to get my sharpness, and build on it, see where it goes.
So in a word, Conor McGregor is back.
Yes.
Thank you very much, mate.
Good man. Thank you so much. Good man. Thank you.
Okay. There you have it, guys. That's his interview. Those come few and far between these days. I don't know why. I'm guessing maybe a PR representative told him, "Hey, man, take it easy. You got a lot of heat on you." I don't know. But sorry about that. Keep the camera. As we all know him, he loves the media. But these days, this is not in UFC. This is Mac Life. Maybe it's his channel. I don't know. But to break down those last few statements, he said in his mind, he did well against Khabib. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Your best round was the third. And maybe you did win it. Maybe. You didn't do good, though. I'm sorry, man. You got mauled. We all saw it. He did okay on the feet. I'll give him that. It's not like he got outboxed and destroyed. He did. In the second round, he did get clipped. He's talking about a lucky shot. Maybe it was. But it wasn't very competitive. You know, it wasn't like you were getting obliterated. But you were getting beaten pretty decisively. I'll say that. What else did he say? He said he was disrespectful to his people and his camp for that preparation for that and in preparation for that fight. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Seems like he was very, I don't know, ever since I Mayweather fight, man, he's just, maybe money got to him, to his head. And like I said in many other videos about McGregor, what he really is when you took away all the antics and all the talk, he's a sorry for the noise in the background. He's a world championship level fighter, and he's a champion. It's never going to change. Can he beat Khabib in my opinion? No, I don't think so. I think Khabib's his kryptonite, honestly. To prove me wrong, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he somehow gets a spectacular takedown defense and takes him out. But as far as what I've seen, I don't think he beats the man. I don't think he does. As far as Donald Cerrone, I think he can't beat him. You know, I believe he's the better striker. Not better on the ground. I know Cerrone has some pretty nasty Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And so he's a pretty decent wrestler. He's been at it for years and years, man. Muscle memory to him at this point. He's been there and done that on the ground, on the feet, with some killers. This is a tough fight for him, that's for sure. Yes, he's been TKO'd his last 2 fights, but they're against studs. I mean, Tony and Justin Gaethje. So it's not like he lost to some bums or some, you know, like it's a ranked 20 fighter or something. He lost to some monsters. So it's not going to be an easy fight. I think Conor tries to keep it on his toes, you know, like he always does. And who do I think wins? I don't know, man. It's a toss-up, honestly, because where Mcgregor is right now, there's not a lot of people with confidence in him, except his fans, of course, hardcore fans. But I'm a fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the man. What he's accomplished is amazing. He's the greatest business, UFC business. As far as business, he's the greatest UFC businessman of all time. As far as fighters, you know, he's the man. Still the biggest superstar in UFC history, and that's honestly not even close. Khabib would probably come second, but that's because he has Russia behind him, you know. But yeah, man, yeah, I liked hearing what he had to say. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with, and there's a lot of stuff I do. Like, he wasn't committed. I agree with that. You could tell there's a difference in his fighting. But he's only fought once since Eddie Alvarez in 2016. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He gets to prove himself on January 18th. We're going to all witness what he has to offer. What does he have to offer? What's on the table? Does he have that striking ability still? You know, that touch of God that he had in his left hand, you know, against Eddie, against Aldo, you know what I'm saying? Chad Mendes, you know. We're going to find out. I'm excited. I am buying that pay-per-view, man. That's one worth buying. Honestly, Conor McGregor's the man. I do admit that. But I think it's going to wrap it up for this one. Let me know if I'm full of shit or you agree with me. You know, like I said in the last video, I like hearing what you guys have to say. I don't care whether it's that I'm wrong. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever you have to say, even if it's hate, fine. I love all you guys, whether you hate me, love me, or whatever. But I think I'll wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you're new, please subscribe. We're trying to, you know, be the most versatile channel on the tube. We got some things in the works. Stay tuned. But yeah, man, I'll catch you in the next one. This is Jitty Ready signing out with another reaction video. I love y'all. Peace.